Hey, my sugar bears, welcome back to my channel, Bougie AF. It's your host, JackeeNicole. It's where I say stay bougie on them. It's me feeding you feminism for the soul. It's my soul food offering. It's where I apply pressure to issues by being critical and logical. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get to the commentary, where I can guarantee you I will be doing too much, because that's just me. And like Sheree said, who's gonna check me, boo? Hey y'all, it's your girl JackeeNicole. You are tuned into the Bougie AF channel, where I say stay bougie on them, and I'm serving you feminism for the soul. Don't forget to check me out on them people's Twitter at I'm_bougie_AF. Also check me out on Instagram at OG_bougie_AF. So listen, I'm gonna try to get everything at one name sooner or later. All right, so we're gonna give you 30 minutes of greatness here. We're gonna go down and do our little Instagram scroll. Yeah, I got a couple stories. I'm going to try to get 3 stories in. If not, it's most definitely going to be 2. So I already have it pulled up. Y'all know how I do here with that save folder. Make sure you are checking also out the TikTok, most definitely, at She Bougie space AF. Listen, I be getting it in with them little 3-minute clips. I try to put them together sometime and do a compilation. Sometimes on and for YouTube, I'm going to do much better with that. Where some of them, sometimes for some of the topics I cover on TikTok, I'll do parts, like part 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll wait till I do post part 3 and put them together. So what I think I'm going to do is, even some of the ones where I just do just 1 3-minute ones, I'm going to do like a video of just those 3-minute ones, so you guys can get them. So I'm going to put that together also. Like I said, I'm still in search of, serious people who want to do like a talk panel show. Even if you are just starting off on YouTube, I'm open to, partnering in that type of way. We can grow each other, help each other grow organically, and don't be about that bullshit, that fighting and all that other drama shit. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward going forward. That's what I'm looking forward going forward in the future, in terms of like what I want to do on YouTube and going live and stuff like that. Because like I said before in my last video, I'm not sitting on live and just kikiing about just my life, my business, and all the other stuff. Look, it's crazy out here. It gets too messy. And I think people sometimes unintentionally tell more than they really should, or maybe more than they really. I think people just, like, you get caught up in the moment and you don't think that you're oversharing. And yeah, and I think that tends to happen a lot on here. So I ain't really kind of for that. I really do like to think I'm kind of private in that type of way. I show you what I want you to, show you what I want you to see, tell you what I want to tell you, answer what I want when I feel like it, type of person. So yeah, I'm just here to, run my gums. That's it. All right, so y'all got the stories pulled up. So I think we're going to go here first. Y'all know the BET Awards was just this past Sunday. Everyone looked amazing. Almost definitely they did. Everyone did a great job. The performances are always the best. Like, if you're going to go watch the BET Awards, you most definitely are watching, because, like I said, the performances are A1. And it's blackety black, right? I remember growing up and watching the Grammys and American Music Awards and stuff like that, or MTV Awards, and really not really being interested in nothing outside of the black folk shit. So that's what I do love about the BET, that I know from beginning to end it's us, and I'm going to be thoroughly entertained, and that's just that. So that's what I do look forward when it comes to the BET Awards. But man, it's been messy. The drama. JT and Uzi Vert. Listen, I'm not going into that in detail. That's not one of the stories, but that nigga tried it. Point period to the blank. Point period to the blank. Listen, everybody's relationship is different, and I think folks gotta mind their business in terms of like, oh, was she mad for he didn't do anything? If she know her nigga wouldn't like her being in somebody else's face the way he was in Ice Spice's face, a little too friendly, then that's a problem. Some of us don't like dating overly friendly ass people. Like, point blank. And that's something that they know about each other. So if you get me out in public and you try to test what, or you go against the grain, meaning like what we've established in our relationship, oh yeah, we got a problem. Now, do we got a problem at this point that I think I'm going to throw a phone or whatever? I'm going to be as real as possible. I don't know. And it was just a fucking phone, right? But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. All right, so here we go. We are going to get the first story we're going to get into is Trina. I love me some Trina. Like I said, I grew up on Trina, Lil Kim, and them, and Foxy Brown. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this story. So it says here, Trina denies being pregnant despite. Let me fix this. Trina denies being pregnant despite fan speculations. She's asking for fans to just move on from this. Okay, so as you can see, this is Trina performing. And it says here, a rep for Trina tells TMZ she is not pregnant despite fan speculation following her performance at the BET Awards. She does look like she's at least 5 or 6 months pregnant, most definitely. Just like any other woman, her weight fluctuates. She's asking for fans to just move on from this. No, and she has every right to ask people to just move on. Like, and her weight goes up and down. And I think that's realistic. That's real. Like, as a woman, most definitely, I can say that my weight goes up and down. Like 2 years ago, I was out here in a whole fucking fat bodysuit, like for real, for real. So I most definitely feel her on this. I think people just need to move on. I appreciate Trina because she's just so beautiful, but she's also someone who's not succumb to overly getting cosmetic surgeries, right? She's not out here like a Cardi B and having 11 surgeries, and I think that's super dope. That as a woman, she's just naturally letting her body do what it does, right? So we have to appreciate that, especially with going through what we just went through with Jackie O, that pressure women feel to keep up a certain look and, to appear a certain way. So we gotta let people just like, she's still the baddest, you know what I mean? I mean, the baddest is about to, was looking like she's about to have a little baddie. But, it's probably going to, I've seen actually over the years that her weight goes up and down. And then, she comes back and she's fine. Like, she get it together. You know what I mean? Florida got some good ass food. She stopped going by Trick Daddy restaurant for about 6, 7 months. She be fine. You know what I'm saying? When you get money, you can just eat really good. That's all. But let's see what my co-host in the comments have to say. And so first up, the fact that we are in 2023 and folks still don't understand, don't ask a woman if she's pregnant until she says is wild. That is a fact. I mean, I had to learn this a few years ago. I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago. I was on a job, and I promise y'all, I was so confident in thinking that this was not like me trying to be funny or anything like that. But I was so confident in thinking that this woman was pregnant. She was just all belly. She was skinny. It's not like her face was like round or anything. Like, and now thinking back on it, like I should have like kind of probably been like should have known, because with pregnant women, there's other things that kind of let you know or make you think that they're pregnant. And I think with Trina, because she already has like a behind and hips and stuff like that, you would think she's pregnant. But the lady that I thought was pregnant, she didn't have like, Trina's actual, body type in terms of like hips and a butt and all this other stuff. She just literally had a stomach. And so she was new to the job, and she had been there for like probably like 3, 4 months or so or something like that. That should have been another sign, because it's not like she kind of like grew, like the stomach grew or anything. But I don't know. I don't know. So I asked her, I was like, oh, so when do you do? And then she told me she was pregnant. When I tell you, when you do that one time, you never do it again. Like, you fucking never do it again. And then a coworker, I had told them I made that mistake, and they was like, no, she just likes beer. I was like, of course, it was a black woman. The woman that asked was white. Black people, we so to the point. They were just like, she just like beer. Oh man. So let's see what else people are gonna say. Humanity, like, just enjoy the show. Why y'all wondering what she got going on with her body? Knowing her business won't get your rent paid or have any other benefits to your life. That's a fact. You don't know what medical issues people have. Like, you really just don't know. And so, like I said, I did have to learn that the hard way and never made that mistake again. Weight fluctuation is a thing. Hormones and bloating, exactly. Hormones and bloating are a thing. Leave people alone about their damn bodies. The main ones talking have the most nerve. That's a fact. Trina has been very vocal over her struggles to get pregnant, and that she really does want children. She's older and feels her body clock is already ticking for a baby. Then y'all come up here and body shame and assume, which prompts this woman to feel like she owes y'all a statement of clarity. Y'all aren't right. It's rude. It is rude as fuck. Like I said, I won't make no apologies. Like I'm not gonna try to, like, even though I explained what I did, it's rude. Like you just don't do that. Some of y'all didn't learn with Chadwick to stop labeling people. Shaking my head. That's a whole fact. Y'all gotta leave Trina alone. This is why women be dying on operating tables because criticism is so harsh. That's a fact. That's why I said just after Jackie O, it's and the reason why I vocally speak about Cardi B in her 11 surgeries, and people are always talking about, you have to have a message that inspires and motivates the kids and stuff like that. I also think that sometimes people unconsciously don't realize that they're sending bad messaging, right, to younger people. And for me to offset some of that in terms of Cardi B and her always, getting these surgeries and girls like falling into thinking that's the way you're supposed to be and the things you're supposed to do, I'm going to clown it, right? I think sometimes when you kind of shame things and kind of clown it, you kind of make people think about it in a way to be like, it's really not worth it, right? I mean, because I'm going to be completely honest, like because of Jackie O, and so many other women, nameless, not famous women who are going overseas or who have over the years got these illegal butt injections and almost dying and stuff. And K Michelle tells you and talked about it on her reality TV show, right? Like this is a real thing. So when it comes to Cardi B, yes, I'm going to be loud and vocal and clown that shit because she's not even in her mid 30s or anything like that, and you're already 11 surgeries in. So, have you gained the confidence to go the rest of your life to be okay with what you see? Right? And that's where it becomes a problem because when you're addicted like that, or when you continue to make these, or, you continually try to get these quick fixes to fix things, you become addicted to it. We all know Miss Joan Rivers got taken from us, because she was addicted to the surgery table. So we got to call a thing, and that's just that. That's just that. I don't know why Jackie O was down there messing with her body. She looked amazing. There was nothing wrong with her, right? So, let me see what else. I most certainly look eight. I most certainly look 8 months pregnant on any given day. Shaking my head, I feel for her. Laugh out loud. Facts. So she doesn't have a stylist. Why have her wear a matte suit? I will agree. Like, but when your brand is your brand and people are expecting certain things, like if she would have came out here, in pants and just a simple top or something kind of camouflaging that, she would have been called off for that. Oh, the baddest done fell off. Like, there's just no winning with you niggas. Like, that's just what it comes down to. There's absolutely no winning with y'all. But that face will never be declined. Beautiful woman. All right, so let's move on to our next story. Anything else about the BET Awards that I want to talk about that came up? I'm trying to think. So y'all seen sexy? I think I may even have. No, I'll save it. Let me see if I have it saved here. No, I don't have it saved. Yeah, I gotta go find it. All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Okay, so I did see this, and I was like, okay, maybe it's time. Y'all know, I feel like. Okay, so the level and caliber of music is just like really, really bad nowadays. And that's not to say I'm saying that Chloe music is bad. But I will say when it comes to any artist, and I'm going to name them, let me see. Let me really think about this one. So this headline says, "Oops, Michelle Williams checks Robin Dixon for trying to say Beyonce didn't support Chloe's album. Who said she did not support?" And I find this really disturbing and troubling because when it comes to younger adults, I think that they sometimes, I'm not going to say, I think people assign too much pressure to other people, um, for other people's outcomes, if that makes sense, right? Like the outcome of Chloe's album is based on Chloe's fans. It's based on, people showing up for her, and it's based on her talent and her abilities, right? Someone like a Beyonce in a Chloe's life, it's her job to put her in the best position to win, right? And if someone has done that throughout your career, put you in the best position to win, you don't then also get to assign the results to them also, right? As if though they're totally responsible for the outcome. And that's just unfair. And that's where I'm at with it. Like, you cannot be mad at people for liking what they like. You know what I mean? And that's just that. And that cannot be assigned to Beyonce. At this point, y'all have Beyonce out here curing cancer, finding, the cure for HIV and AIDS. Like, y'all are putting way too much on Beyonce or anybody who discovers somebody's, right? You hope that you're discovering the next big thing. And if that's not that, you also don't get to assign them, that failure when they've done everything that they could to make that happen for them, right? Like, at the end of the day, when it comes to Chloe, there's doors that have opened up in so many different ways in terms of probably ads, commercials, movie opportunities, and stuff like that. And people generally just wanting to work with her because of her association to Beyonce. Like, what else do you want? And that's where I'm at with what else do you niggas want, right? Because people don't literally walk into the music industry with all of those other doors opening up to them so readily, right? They literally have to build themselves up, get a name behind them, and then people hear about them and then want to work with them, right? Because they've actually obtained, status in terms of because of their work is produced, gain them that, right? You can't say that in terms of Beyonce. I'm pretty sure there are people who, when she first she literally worked for everything she got. Literally worked for everything she got. Literally worked for everything she got. I don't remember Diana Ross co-sign. I don't remember any of the old girls before her. Like, I don't remember any of that when it comes to Beyonce. I remember Destiny's Child grinding. I remember them doing features. I remember them making, collaborations that help build upon it. But I always remember them working and nobody having to co-sign that, right? So it's just a little weird that y'all are assigning all of this to Beyonce. Like, I just really think it is. I think for me personally, I've come out and said that I'm not a fan of Chloe and Halle's music and stuff like that. Does that mean that I don't want them to win? No. If there's a fan base that's gonna eat it up, then eat it the fuck up, right? But there's other people that I am a fan of, that I do support, that's in her age bracket, because I hate when people try to make it seem as though because of your age you can't provide an honest critique, or you can't be honest about what moves you or what you like and what you don't like. I'm not, like, if you think that's going to be me, then I'm sadly mistaken. I'm going to always speak up and say whether or not I like something or don't. That just is what it is. When I was younger and I liked it, artists that were older than me, then it's okay. Now that I'm a little older and now I can't critique music, like, what the fuck? That's dumb, and that's ignorant as fuck. I don't have to cheer for things that I think are mediocre. And I'm not, and again, granted, because this is about Chloe in terms of like this post, but I don't even think her music is mediocre. I want to be like, I think it's actually really good. The production's always really good. Her visuals are always really good. She's always singing with her full throat, right? Like, all of that is still good. But for me, I'm more of someone that's inclined to listen to someone like a Jasmine Sullivan. I'm gonna listen to, I like Coco Jones. Like, I like her music, right? Like, everybody's allowed to like what they like. So I think it's really weird that people try to tell people that they have to like people, and that's just not that. I'm hating on someone and something and just not liking, their shit. Hating is me showing up on Chloe's timeline or in her feed. I'm sorry, showing up under her post and saying rude ass shit. Hating is me going to her page every fucking day and really a confused ass fan. That's what hating is, right? Hating is that every time her or her sister's name is brought up, I have something to say. And that's not the case here. Not the case. Not the case. Not the case. I'm hearing Chloe did I'm sorry, Halle did amazing in Little Mermaid. I love that for her. Right? So I don't know. I just think that, people want people to cheer mediocrity or just be a fan of things that they're not. Like, let's take, for example, someone who I will not say is making good music. Someone like a Sexy Red or something like that. No. No. Someone like, what's her name? Ice Spice, I'm not making any apologies. I think especially Ice Spice, I don't want to see Ice Spices become a thing, right? You got BlueFace, you know, with Krishan, and now his Goya face Mexican baby mama out here making music. Like, it's literally watering down music, point blank. I'm gonna save that though because Lil Bow Wow has something to say about music nowadays. But let's see what the what my folks in the comments had to say. She wanted B to support Chloe. Wait, is there a clip of her checking her? Wait. Okay, I guess there's no clip, right? Because I'm most definitely hitting play. So it says here, oops, okay, then Michelle. She was recently a guest on Giselle and Robin's podcast, Reasonably Shady, where they discussed the backlash Beyonce received for Chloe's low album sales. Michelle came to the defense of both B and Chloe, despite Robin attempting to say B didn't help. Like, help like what? Like, come to like, appear at people's houses and make them download and make them listen? Like, help like how? Help like how? Like, as if we don't know how budgets, and if she made sure the girl had a budget, she signed her, and like, help like how? Like, that's just crazy. She wanted B to support Chloe like she supported Juan every time he cheated on her. Ooh. And let's be clear, and I've said this plenty of times because y'all used to get on Nicki Minaj for not collabing with people and stuff like that, and I didn't know why y'all thought Nicki owed that to people. Like, for me, who y'all see Beyonce sing with in terms of R&B around her age group? I'll wait for it. She didn't do no collabs with a Keisha Cole. Now, I'm not laughing because I fucks with Keisha Cole. Like, it can get real gangsta Oakland up in here. But she didn't do no collabs with a Keisha Cole. She didn't do no collabs with a K. Michelle. She didn't do no collabs with an Ashanti. She didn't do no collabs with Rihanna. She didn't do no collabs with anybody that was not a part of her progression. Might have fucked with an Ariana Grande type of Shakira, shit like that. Shit that's gonna elevate her, give her more crossover. Like, she was very strategic about how she did this thing, right? Like, I'm confused about what y'all confused about. So when I see Nicki Minaj working with, like, gutter butt trash ass artists, it's like, I don't know who told you or who guilted you and made you feel like you got to do that, because girl, you didn't have to, you don't have to do this. You are the shit. Like, Nicki Minaj is the shit. Hands down. Pen game, all of that. Hands down. She's the shit. Her versatility and what she's able to do, she's the shit. She ain't gotta work with nobody if she don't feel like it. Listen. I'm gonna be glad I'm not Nicki Minaj. You better show me something. You better show up and show out and show me that. Damn, how she do that? If you can't make me say, damn, how you do that, I don't think Nicki owes you to jump on a track. To be completely honest, and I said that even when it came to Meg Thee Stallion. I didn't think Meg Thee Stallion had proven herself enough to get on tracks with Nicki Minaj. I stand by that. Mm-hmm. Robin, does Juan Dixon support you? Speaking on my friends and not expecting me to defend them is crazy. I know that's right. And Michelle and Beyonce are actually real, like, friends. Like, she's not gonna play by her. Like, and how do y'all, like, that's what I don't understand. Like, don't talk to me about someone I know in, like, real life. Like, for real. In, like, real life. Like, that I have an experience with, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's like somebody I have a problem with, stay in your lane and don't talk to me about someone I know in real life. That's it. You don't know this person. You know this person through being a fan, right? The nerve. First of all, why are there questions about B and Chloe when you are interviewing Michelle? I mean, okay, so you just asking the obvious. 3,589 likes. You just asking the obvious, girl. You know why. What the fuck we got to ask Michelle about? Stop speaking on Beyonce. This is her internet. Stop speaking on her. Robin got everything to say about everything except for why she married Juan twice and he still don't like her. 1,155 likes. That's a word. This is how you supposed to defend your friends behind their backs. Take notes. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Because when it comes to my haters, like I'm so I'm such a real ass person. Every fucking thing they said may be real, may be a fact, but it's a fact for them. It's a fact for them. It's a fact for the fact that they may have fucking deserved it, and who are you to tell me otherwise? Like for real. This is how you supposed to defend your friends behind their backs. I read that. Michelle just catered to them and read them. Okay, listen, this person is going off like me, but this is a whole lot, Chrissy Love. Okay. Beyonce is not responsible for her full success. Let's start there. Secondly, girl, I covered that. Girl, you right. Secondly, Chloe keeps making music that's not to her full potential. Okay, if you say so, I'll take your word for it. I ain't heard it. Chloe's voice is too powerful for the hot girl songs she's been trying to put out. She can give a good ballad. Okay, a solid one put her all into it, and I promise it would go number one. A solid one put her all into it, and it would go number one. So I basically think that this person is trying to say, I think sometimes what happens with certain artists with such powerful voices, I think they have to conform to the oh, I hate to say this, but I think sometimes they think they have to perform to minimal, like, can I this where this shit gets tricky because I'm such a fan of some of these people, but at the same time, I can acknowledge some things. When it comes to singers, right, there's two types of singers, and I think I've said this before. Let me see how long we got. I think it's gonna be the last story on this one. But when it comes to singers, there's gonna be there's two types of singers, right? There is the Ashanti, there's the Aaliyahs, and there's the Janet Jacksons, right? And the thing that you can notice about those singers, they're very much like they're not gonna sing you down. Like they're not like their vocals kind of blend in with the background. They're not giving you, real strong ballads, right? I think another great artist, and what does make Diana Ross kind of great, that she could actually do both when she chooses to. She can give you a strong ballad where she stands out in front of in front of the vocals, the background music, and really stands alone. But she can also give you baby love, baby love. Like she can stand back in it too, right? So I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. And then there's those full voice singers like a K Michelle, like a Kelly Price, and like a Beyonce and stuff like that, where they could actually sing you down, sing you down. And I think that's what this person is trying to say. Like she may be trying to conform to like dumbing it down a little bit. But yeah, she's she she's sometimes this shit, like, listen, I feel like I am dyslexic when I be reading somebody, but like I said, I'd be making mistakes all over Beyonce's internet. So if you're judging me, just kiss my ass. She's just into the whole sex sells mind frame. Yep, that's a fact, and it's not working. Unfortunately, no, it's not. She's hella talented and gorgeous, and she just needs to give the music that her vocals can deliver. Then add all that extra later. And that's, I feel her. I feel exactly what this person feel. Like I really did support her, saying that I'm not like this shy, timid. I want to show, who I am as a person. I totally feel that. But at some point in time, I remember I had to take her off my Instagram because it was like, as a woman, it was like, okay, girl, what you selling me? Right? Like, are you selling me music or are you selling me what Sukiyana is selling me? Like, which one is it? And that became a little bit uncomfortable for me. I'm be completely honest, like, cause it was just hella sexual for me on my timeline. Cause it's like I'm a woman that's not attracted to women, so it was like, I don't know. I think you have to find that balance, right? And I don't know. That's just where I'm at with that. Um, I'm so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now. This person wrote, Michelle advocates that hard for yourself. Ooh, Michelle advocate that hard for yourself. Oh damn. Yeah, and so this is where it says Chloe has already said that Beyonce is very involved behind the scenes, and she's appreciated for that. She also stated that she wants to build her own name, and that's dope, and not use Beyonce as a ticket to always have her way. She wants to create her own space and path in the industry. She's very grateful to be signed to her and have her involvement behind the scenes. So why do y'all keep forcing this narrative after it's been cleared up several times. Now you see how I read that. Now that's how you can tell the difference between good writing and bad writing, because it just flows, right? And that's the difference. Um, Robin Dixon questioning anybody on anything is hilarious. Listen. I think more or less, I think everybody feels the same way. Oh, this person's sassy. I ain't listened to their album. So what this person say? The album was shit. Whatever the case, with absolutely no artistic or musical direction, it was going to bomb regardless of whether Beyonce helped support it or not. What the hell was Beyonce going to do? Convince the public to buy or stream the album? Okay, so my co-hosts are really on 10. We are really in on this one in agreement, right? So like I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. But the folks ain't seeing it for people. And the thing is, the numbers actually really show that the music is not hitting the way it's supposed to. I think it's also came out that, albums and sales are not, like, there's no number one albums right currently, I think, in hip hop, and I think in R&B. And so even if you are 6 months to a year later showing us plaques, saying you streamed this much, we ain't dumb. It took a whole calendar year for you to get there, right? Compared to people like a Beyonce and like traditional like artists who really sold albums, they did that shit in a week. They did that shit in a week sometimes, right? So like that's why when I say like the numbers really show that it's not what y'all not hitting, y'all not the it, y'all not, you know what I mean? Like y'all say y'all are, we're not dumb. All right. Or it's taking months. If it's not taking years, it's taking months. Beyonce's album was it when it dropped. You know what I mean? Like she consistently proves herself, so it is what it is. This person's good because I just seen something. Beyonce does support and promote other artists' music. She definitely supported Kelly's single "Coffee." It's still on her page. She also supported Chloe and Holly's albums on her Instagram story. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop watching for her validation. That's a whole fact. Y'all, Beyonce is a mute ass person. She's not playing with y'all. She does what she does. She's being consistent. Which I don't know. She even told Coco Jones that her music is great. That's support. Facts. You go support Chloe. How about that? Beyonce was busy as it is in March preparing for tour, and y'all know she don't play about her craft, just like any other artist. And that's a whole fact. Like, if I got my whole career going on, like, I just, like, I'm not, like, and I feel her. Like, I do what I can to support and put you in position, but I'm also tending to me, my career, my tours, my husband, my kids. Like, girl, would you want me to come out on stage with you too? Like, that's not how that goes. Y'all are unreasonable. I don't care what y'all say. Like, I have this conversation, like, in real life with my mom, and she's always talking about, like, me swearing and stuff like that, which is really weird. But let me tell you something. The way some of these mothers of some of these celebrities show up online, I would be so fucking embarrassed. And BlueFace mom is one of those people. Black China's mom is one of those people. God, bless her soul, rest in peace. Frankie was one of those people. Who else mother is a hot ass mess sometimes. Jim Jones's mother sometimes can be a hot ass mess when she was on Love and Hip Hop. Mama D, most definitely. I wouldn't even date a man that had a mother like a Mama D, right? I think what Mama D is doing to Bambi and her grandkids is disgraceful, right? I think you need to raise your kids and let them deal with their own situations on their own, right? She does not need this level of involvement. Whatever happened between Scrappy and Bambi, I don't want to hear it from Mama D. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I don't want to hear it from Mama D. I don't want to hear her fake talk about the Bible. Oh, I pray on it. You can't let people, like all that dumb shit that she be on. You know what I mean? Like, I hate a nigga who really low-key gossiping. She low-key telling you little shit about Bambi, but then say, but you just gotta let God handle it, like shit like that. People lie about their ages, and people spent all the money, but I'm just letting God handle it. But no, bitch, what you doing is what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and that's just the bottom line to in it for me personally. So I mean, Carlisa, who is Blueface's mother. So she's out here letting y'all know, look, I'm gorgeous now, and I was gorgeous 25 years ago. I was a problem, and she dropped some names. Blueface Mama says she was nothing to play with 20 years ago, while name dropping all the celebrities that tried to slide up in her, and she turned down back in the day. Okay, listen to this.
Woo, y'all already know I wasn't nothing to deal with 20 years ago. Shit, 25, put a week on it. Wasn't nothing to play with, okay? Ask somebody. Who I turned down? 50, Shaq, Cube, who else? Usher.
At this point, I think Blueface had no choice, no choice or no chance but to turn out the way that he has turned out, okay? Because his mama, I believe you probably was a hot ass mess, and there was probably no guidance in your house. I truly, truly, truly believe that. With that being said, all the men that you just named about 20 years ago were very taken in terms of Shaq, in terms of Cube, been married forever. You know what I mean? So, for you, 50 Cent, he probably he wasn't marrying nobody 20 years ago. So, for you to even be bringing up these men's name is a little weird. Usher, you know what I mean? Like, niggas who just was not looking for a wife. So if they were, interested or, whatever, it was most definitely to fuck. Because you're not sitting up here and telling me you had access to these men about 25 years ago, and these men are set up the way they're set up with all the money that they have, especially Shaq, and you turned them down. And for what? Because you just knew Blueface was going to be a rapper? Bitch, please, girl, Carlisa, get off our phones, for real, like, get off our phones. But let's see what my co-hosts in the comments have to say. Somebody said, and you curved them to end up with Blueface Daddy. Come on, all right. Or even, like, Blueface ain't even really a rapper, so, like, you curved them because you thought you were gonna be famous. Yeah, okay. Y'all can hate her all you want, but to give respectful credit, she is very pretty and aging gracefully. I can't definitely believe it. Yeah, I think she's a beautiful woman. She's most definitely beautiful. Now, I normally don't bring age up, but she way too grown to be clout chasing. Exactly. Like, girl, Cube, Cap, laugh out loud. It is Cap. Like, I mean, even if he did, like, what? Like, he was never leaving his wife for you. You too old to be out here doing these games and doing this and seeing that you got a husband, and you and your husband had to live with your son and got kicked out by your son. So you really didn't end up marrying nothing to be talking about. Right now, you should be really fucking embarrassed, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. All that, real talk. She sounded out of breath after 5 steps. Shoulda had this conversation sitting down, because it's giving old lady realizing she's getting old. Sorry, grandma, you're out of your prime. I mean, she could have just stopped running, or walking fast like that. I don't know. Now bragging about catching several L's. I know that's right. She is pretty, but you and the son still clowns. I'm sure they glad they dodged that bullet. I know that's right. Ooh, she is pretty though. Shut the fuck up. She is fine though. Might be out of her mind, but fine nonetheless. She is out of her mind. Baby, you don't even have AirPods. Keep them in mouth out of that loudspeaker. Not a flex. You turn down some of the richest men just to sit around and get clout off your son and his beat. Oh, I like her eyebrows. Those are very nice. I mean, thicker than I like my eyebrows, but she does a really good job when she fills them in. Very pretty woman. I'm never going to ever keep a damn secret in my life was a person. I know that's right. Child, not 50. Laugh out loud. You fumbled that. I know that's right. She lost me when she said she fumbled Shaq. She's fumbled Shaq. Like, that's crazy. Ma'am, go sit your pretty clout chasing overgrown ass down somewhere. Some of these mamas really be embarrassing. You ain't lying. Listen, you ain't lying about that at all. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here on that one. That was really, really funny to me. Yeah, Tokyo Tony is a mess too out here. I don't care what. Black China, I just pray for her that every day she learns how to deal with it better and better, because I would be so embarrassed. And I'm gonna say that my mom talks about she would be embarrassed about me swearing or whatever. I would be embarrassed if my mom showed up that way. Like, and what I can guarantee my mom is that I'm not gonna show up like that, but because that shit is crazy. uh, all right, now y'all know how we do. We keep it posh SF, we keep it black SF, we keep it bougie SF, we keep being blessed SF, and y'all be black, y'all. Kiss, 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 and don't you forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.